Yeah, it
I
could have
just
been.
want to know, were there women in the tub of baby oil or was that all for meat milk? I mean, 1,001 bottles of baby oil, that might be enough to cover TD cakes.
In a moment that's sending shockwaves through the entertainment world, Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested and the charges are jaw dropping. But Jaguar Wright, she has a lot to say, and trust us, you don't want to miss it. Diddy, the man behind Bad Boy Records, is now behind bars. The hip hop mogul has been hit with serious charges racketeering and sex trafficking, no less. His bail? Denied. That's right, Diddy isn't going anywhere for now, folks. This is history in the making. The industry is in chaos with reactions flooding in. But while some are in shock, others, like Jaguar Wright, are saying, I told you so. Y'all really thought he was untouchable, huh? Well, what's done in the dark comes to light. And Diddy's been in the dark for a long time. This ain't surprising to me, not one bit.
Of course,
I,
it's
I was
sad.
doing lipstick and makeup and I couldn't stop crying.
No, definitely. All right, Jag. Let's
It's
get
been an
right back to it.
emotional day.
It's been it's been it's been one of those days, Jag. We just released what we did earlier. As far as the first live reaction, and before we even speak on that, as that came on, again, you were brought to tears. For those who probably haven't seen that yet, what brought you to tears in that moment? Just was it your name on the Associated Press? Was it just the
Yeah.
overwhelm? Wow.
Um, I've been an Associated Press affiliate for quite some time. Um, I know the work that they do, and I know how hard they work to fight through the noise of the larger newsrooms to get the real stuff out there. So I'm on TikTok before I'm on with you guys, watching like the rest of the world is watching, like I did on my birthday, which was May 17th. And now today is September 17th. And today is the day I funeralized my eldest son, Giovanni, 6 years ago.
Mhm.
He was born on the 5th of September. He left us on the 9th, and we memorialized him on the 17th. It's been 4 months since that video came out. Interesting, isn't it? And all I could think to myself, I wish my kids were here to see this. All my kids. I wish my dad was here to see this. Jaguar Wright was right. Hashtag Jags Right. It's my dad's name. It's my granddad's name. And it has always been associated and synonymous with standing up for what you believe in at all costs. And to see that today, it just, yeah.
No,
And then I saw somebody say in the captions, don't cry, Jag, because I was on TikTok and I was crying. And then that's when I realized TikTok was in the Associated Press chat and vice versa. And when I logged off, it said 21,000 people were there watching me. There were over 13,000 there.
Wow.
It's not a lot, but just to see almost 30,000 people saying thank you. Yeah.
Jack, can I ask, as you stated, even the hashtag Jags right, did you ever question yourself if you were wrong based on how many people
No,
were doubting you, that some were
no,
doubting you? Did you ever question, like,
no.
am I on the right path?
Wright wasted no time diving into her thoughts on Diddy's arrest. While many in the music industry are reeling from the news, Jaguar's reaction, calm collected, and well, not shocked at all.
Jag, what does this do to the culture when P Diddy is arrested like this?
I don't know what it's going to do. I know what they're intending for it to do. I can tell you what I'm hoping it will do: wake people up. Wake up. Too many people were shocked today. Too many. Way too many. I've been saying this for 4 years publicly. Why are you surprised? Why is anyone shocked? Why are people still questioning whether or not Diddy is the devil? Who offers to pay $75 million to get out of jail and they say, yeah, no, not enough? I mean, are we really thinking everyone's talking about his potential bond fees and set bond amounts? Is nobody not looking at how astronomical these numbers are? When's the last American we heard of that needed more than $20 million to get out of jail?
Right. Takashi offered 3 million on, like for murder charges, and he offered 75 million for sex trafficking.
So if you offer that amount of money and they say, yeah, no, we're gonna put you in jail instead, yeah. I really thought they was gonna let him go. I had started to think that he was gonna get the bond. I was happy with ankle monitor, relinquishing your passport, no G5s, no more freak off, no 2C. I thought that, but no bond, no bail. That's amazing.
For years, rumors have circulated about Diddy's questionable dealings both in business and his personal life. From manipulating contracts to allegations of abuse, this latest charge feels like the tip of the iceberg. And the reason why he was able to get away with it for so long in the first place was because he wasn't running this enterprise alone, apart from him having other very powerful people in his corner. He had several hotels across the US on his payroll and several other people who were in charge of making sure his victims stayed silent or sometimes even allegedly unalive. In fact, it was found that Diddy was the head of a criminal enterprise that engaged or attempted to engage in forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Apparently, Diddy would use force, threats, and coercion to get the women to engage with male workers in the freak-offs, which he arranged and recorded, creating dozens of videos. These bizarre freak-off events could last for days, and Diddy and victims would often receive IV fluids to recover from the exertion and use. Diddy and his people would use loads of lubricants and baby oils on these women and men to easily enter their bodies. These lubricants and baby oils were discovered during the raid at Diddy's house a few months ago, and according to the feds, they found more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant in his bedroom closet in Miami. Jaguar has been one of the most vocal critics of the music industry's dark underbelly for years, and she's had a lot to say about Diddy. She didn't just see this coming, she's been warning us all along. But Wright's not just focused on the legal system finally catching up with Diddy, she's drawing connections to how others in the industry might be involved. This isn't just about one man. Wright hints at an entire network, an empire that's been built on the backs of others.
How do you think his behaviors are going to change um, since not being released on bond? He has to, stay in jail. How do you think his behavior is going to be moving forward?
Let me be very clear about this. I am not a behavioral specialist or expert in any way, but I am a person who has been around a lot of scumbags and I got a lot of history. And what I know about scumbags is caught or not caught, they're not changing nothing. You got to think about all of the 1,001 bottles of baby oil. What sane person does that? Like, why is nobody questioning the sociopathy of a person that's capable of doing all of these things that we're talking about? Now the lawyer is saying that the only reason that what we saw happen to Cassie on camera was because she went through his phone, got mad at what she saw, threw it at the back of his head, and that was his reaction.
Mm.
Were there women in the tub of baby oil, or was that all for meat milk? I mean, 1,001 bottles of baby oil, that might be enough to cover TD cakes. I know it's definitely enough to submerge Khaled up to his chest. Now you put him and Rose in there, you might need to go hit another truck.
They looked at Diddy as one, a possible flight risk, but as two, as he could coerce witnesses. With having $75 million at his disposal, isn't that by nature the exact thing that they're worried about? If you have this much money, that you could make this thing, you could probably make people disappear if you really opted to.
See, this is the thing. That'll just make more trouble. Why would he make more trouble now? He done already bought off and paid off everybody he possibly could. Have you looked at the indictment? Like, he called some witnesses up to 54 times.
Yeah, 200 and how many angels? 200 and 200 something people.
Yeah.
He tried to reach out to.
Like, what are you running, a telethon or a telemarketing agency? Telemarketers don't make that many calls in one day. Or sometimes not even in a week, all depending on you was on that. You down for Diddy? Like, how does that conversation start? Hey, what's up? I really feel bad about that last time I bashed you in the face with a Ciroc bottle. Look, we good? Like,
I'm not celebrating Diddy's downfall, but I'll tell you this, justice has a funny way of catching up with people. For all those out there thinking they can get away with anything just because they got money and power, your time's coming.
So, what are your thoughts on all his celebrity friends that denounced those allegations and were like, "This is false," and they were saying,
liars.
"Yeah, should they come? Should they speak up now?
Liars.
Should they speak up now?"
I think it's getting a little too late for those who are complicit. For the victims who have been too afraid to come forward because the diddler has been running around with impunity. It's time for all of the victims to come forward. But for the people that have been denying it, you know what? Let's not be coy. I am Jaguar. So let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Should I keep going?
I mean, you're hitting it on.
Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him. Or for Justin Bieber alone.
Maybe this is the start of something bigger. Maybe now people will start paying attention. It ain't just Diddy, it's the whole damn system.
The only thing that he could do that would bring me satisfaction is confess to all of his sins and crimes, point out all of his accomplices and his buddies, and create a reparations fund for every victim. That's the only thing he could do that would give me satisfaction. Right now, the thing that's bothering me is that the world, as usual, is taking too long to catch up to the very real truth that I share. And we need to ask ourselves how many victims were still being made victims in the victim making machine for the past 4 years that I've been telling all of y'all this. See, that's the part that nobody's thinking about. Jaguar Wright was out there yelling and screaming and yelling and screaming, monster, 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 monster. And everybody kept saying, she's lying, she's lying, she's lying. Meanwhile, the monster is, where's the baby oil in the butt plug? Let's go!
Could this be the beginning of a reckoning in the music industry? Jaguar certainly thinks so, and she's not alone. As more and more voices come forward, the cracks in the empire are starting to show. So what now? Diddy's in jail, but the story ain't over. I all better stay tuned because this is just the beginning. There's more to come. Much more. This is far from over. Jaguar's got more to say, and the truth is just starting to unravel. Stay with us as we follow every twist and turn in this explosive case. Hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to stay in the loop on the latest celebrity news, gossip, and more. You won't want to miss what comes next.